I have the opportunity to make something for someone else, actually a large group of people, and instead of saying I'm too busy like I always do, I said, sure, I can make that. I have a bad habit of saying I don't have time for things like this, and it's something I'm working on. It's not hard to make things out of wood, but it's one of the few skills that I have, so why not say yes and give this whole doing nice things for people a try? I'm trying to build a badminton racket cart for the physical education department at a local junior high school. More specifically, I'm trying to improve on a cart that they have which looks like this. Yeah, it's seen better days. I'm using 3/4 inch plywood and I'm mixing up the grain direction because I don't think 8th graders are going to notice, but if they do notice, give them some extra credit. Hopefully they also don't notice all the mistakes I made, but I'll go through each of them with you throughout this build. I'm using the handles from the previously built cart as a template to draw these handles, and I'm cutting them out with a jigsaw. And because I don't want the teachers to feel a stabbing sensation when in use, I'll round over the edges with a router. The router is one of my favorite tools, but it's also scary since the sharpened metal bit is spinning at 18,000 RPMs. I mean, I'm totally not scared, of course, but others might be. The top is 24 inches by 40 inches and will be made to hold 45 badminton rackets. PE classes generally don't have more than 45 students, but sometimes it's pretty dang close. Luckily, I was able to use the old top to draw the holes onto the new top while I listened to ZZ Top, so I didn't have to measure anything or measure anything if you're from different parts of the country. Okay, here is mistake number 1. I used a 1 3/8 inch Forstner bit for the holes, but it turned out to be too small because why would I double check the width of the badminton racket handle before drilling the holes? That would be insane. This added another 2 hours and 12 minutes to the build because I had to make a new template with a 1 3/4 inch bit and widen those holes. Mistakes are made on literally every project I build, and although I would love to stop making mistakes, I don't think I ever will. The good thing is I learned something new from every mistake, which means I have learned a lot. Like a lot. Another good thing is that my mistakes are generally recoverable, and I've never had to completely scrap a project due to my inadequacies. Usually I don't like exposed screws, but hear me out. These screws are a matted gray color, and I think they actually look pretty good. They are recessed a little bit so the top is smooth like butter. Okay, mistake number 2. I'm rounding the sides of the legs for easy mobility and drilling a hole where the wheels will go. Except the wheels are supposed to go on the front of the cart and I secured these legs to the back of the cart. Yeah, not so smart. But I found a way to fix this and turn this flaw into a feature. Since I make a lot of mistakes, as I mentioned earlier, I've gotten really good at fixing my mistakes, and you might still think the way I fixed this one doesn't look great, but I actually like it. Okay, some glue and screws, and these legs are secured nice and tight. For these cross braces, I just used glue because they are not load bearing and wood glue is strong, like really strong. The legs on the previous cart were attached with pretty much just glue, and the teacher at the school told me they lasted 20 years. I'm marking where I will drill the new holes in the front legs, and then inserting the 1/2 inch all thread rod and marking that to show me exactly where I'll need to cut it down. Throughout the process of this build, I felt happier than I normally do when building a project. I always enjoy building, but the difference here is I was giving this to someone, and it gave me extra motivation when I thought of the teachers and students who would be using this for years to come. The previous cart had a bottom shelf, but the badminton racket handles were always in the way, so it didn't get very much use. I decided to scrap that idea and just add these long side stretchers instead. Again, just glue and screws for the win. Okay, let's turn this flaw into a feature. I'm inserting some small walnut dowels into the mistake holes after dousing them with glue. When the glue dries, I'm cutting them flush with a flush trim saw and sanding them smooth. This once ugly void has turned into a mid-century modern, bespoke walnut accent feature. I'm overselling it, aren't I? Anyways, problem solved. Everyone is busy, myself included, but what I learned after building this project is I can make time to do nice things for others. I can, on occasion, donate my skills, albeit limited skills, and time to enhancing other people's lives, even if it's just in a small way. And it actually gives me more joy and happiness to be able to do it. Maybe you're not a woodworker, but you definitely have skills and talents, and I can guarantee you have more skills and talents than me. If you are able to enhance the lives of others through your work, maybe give it a try. What I haven't told you is that I told the PE teacher that I would just put new legs on the existing cart, but after seeing just how bad the top was, I decided to build a whole new cart. This made it a bit of a surprise, and it was definitely worth it when it got delivered. This is nothing great or groundbreaking, but I was happy to have the opportunity to build something that had more meaning than coasters or toothpicks. No offense to the toothpick and coaster makers out there. Be kind, be awesome, and I know you're going to really enjoy this next video right here.